Hey guys, me Dave. It's Saturday, 5/2/2020. 2 more days and it's my birthday. So I thought I'd do a little video, give you an update. I've been getting hit all day today. All day. They started at 10 to 5 this morning. It was 4:50 a.m. and they started hitting me, waking me up so I couldn't sleep. I couldn't get back to sleep. They were remote or monitoring me so much today. All kinds of images and all this stuff. It's just nonstop today, all day. I tried taking a nap later on from like 6 to 8. After supper, they wouldn't let me sleep. They were, oh my gosh, they were. I was listening to white noise, white noise static, and they were hitting me nonstop. Usually they used to stop hitting you if you would listen to music or white noise or rainfall or whatever, some kind of noise, background noise. They would usually stop, but they don't do that anymore. These people are so abusive. They just keep on going. They don't care. So I got hit all day today. We had an awesome day out here. It was 70 degrees, which is unusual for us up in northern Minnesota. So I, I was out. I took Tanner to the beach, showed him the beach for the first time. We walked around a little bit and showed him the water and stuff. And then we went to another walking spot right after that. We went to Wheeler Field and we walked around a little bit. So we tried to get out and enjoy the day a little bit because I didn't want it to go to waste. So other than that, not too much going on. Other than that, I hopped on. We have a thing called My Health from the clinics around here and the hospitals around here. If you have an account, you can look up your medical records and stuff like that. I did that tonight. I looked up the history of my medical records. They had everything on there. Even if I went to a different clinic that wasn't associated with the hospital, they had all my medical records on there. It was unreal. They had all my medical records on there. Um, Even from other clinics that weren't, didn't have anything to do with the hospital or anything. They had, they still had all my medical records on there. They had, when I had an ulcer back in the 90s, they had, broken bones when I broke my foot and broke my hand and all this stuff. They had everything on there. It was unreal. And there's another thing that was on there um, from 1975. I was 2 years old. I was two. I was 2 years old in 1975. May 11th, 1975. My birthday is May 4th. So I just turned two. You know, I had some kind of panic disorder when I was 2 years old. So I looked up my medical records and I seen that. I'm thinking, what the heck? What is that about? And then I Googled the diagnosis I Googled the diagnosis to see what it was. And it was like a panic disorder. Uh, it could be terrors. I forgot what else it said, but it was this panic disorder. I was 2 years old. So I asked my mom about that. I'm like, do you remember me having some kind of panic disorder when I was 2 years old and stuff like that? She's like, no, I can't remember anything like that. I don't know what that is. So I don't. There's so much stuff that doesn't make any sense. Um, I truly believe I've been in this program since I was born. Like having a panic disorder when you're two. How could you even explain that when you're 2 years old? You know, um, it doesn't make any sense. You know, so you know, I've really been in this program since I was born. You know, I think it maybe started with the Air Force, maybe combined with the CIA or whatever. But, you know, and I can kind of blame my father for that because he went AWOL. He was in the Air Force. He went AWOL. And he went to prison. He went to jail for a while. And then they made him stay in the Air Force for a little longer. So, you know, so did they decide to take his firstborn son and put him in this program? It's possible. You know, there's a lot of things that doesn't make any sense. When I was in the psych ward for the second time, you know, like I say, it was full of perps. It was a fake psych ward. I think these doctors might have been CIA doctors that were helping torture me. When they finally let me out after 11 days, they had me sign a thing saying that I would release my medical records to them. I wasn't thinking at the time. I wanted to get the hell out of there. I wasn't thinking. I signed the thing, which was stupid, okay? I realize that now. I signed the piece of paper that said they could have my medical records. Well, if you're in the hospital in a real psych ward, they already have access to your medical records. So who are these guys that want access to my medical records, want a copy of my medical records? You know, is it CIA? Who is it, you know? So, you know, and I was being tortured unbelievable in that fake psych ward. You know, I was sleep deprived for 11 days. They let me sleep one night out of 11 days. One night. Excuse me. They let me sleep one night. I was being tortured and all the stuff. They had these doctors and all this stuff, all these government people in there that were doing skits and like I said before, I think there were some people in there that make sure nothing happened to me and all that stuff, because these people would have killed me if they, you know, would have killed me by accident. You know, they're crazy. You know, so, you know, I don't exactly know what's going on, you know, but when I dig around into my past and all this stuff, I've been in this program since I was born, probably. You know, there's just a lot of things that don't make any sense, you know, and stuff. And, you know, I don't know. I mean, I'm trying to figure out why I'm such a big target. I have no idea. I have no idea why I'm such a big target. Why are they shoving millions and millions and millions of dollars into me? I have no idea. I don't have a clue. I don't have a clue. You know, so just a lot of things in my past I can connect to this program when I was a kid and stuff like that. But 2 years old, you're having panic something. I don't even know the word. I couldn't even pronounce it. Panic something. You know, at 2 years old, how could you even explain that at 2 years old? You're having terrors and stuff like that. How could you explain that at 2 years old? You know, 1975, May 11th, 1975. It's just unreal. So I thought I would do a little video about that. It blows me away. It blows me away. You know, 10 years ago, I had a normal life. I had a girlfriend. I had a house. All this stuff. You know, I was working 2 jobs and all this stuff. Things were going fine. I was going to the gym and I was working out and all this stuff. You know, and all of a sudden, when I look back, I was being hit back in 2005, 2006, in 2007, in 2008. I was being hit. And then it really started to come out in about 2011, 2012. They started to get other people involved. My work co-workers and stuff like that. So I'm blown away that I've been in this program since I was a baby, probably. It's really unreal. It's hard to comprehend what these people were doing this to me 45 years ago. They've been able to remote neural monitoring me 45 years ago. They were able to manipulate my feelings in my thinking 45 years ago when I was a little kid. It's really unreal. It's unreal. So anyway, I thought I would share a little bit. I got hit all day today though. They were, they got some psychopaths that really like to hurt me. They love to hurt me. They're probably the ones that did this to my head. They get some violent psychopaths that get off on hurting you. And this guy has an itchy trigger finger, and he's trying to contain himself, but he wants to hurt me. He wants to torture me, and he's trying to go by a protocol, but I got hit all day today. It started at 4:50 a.m. and it's been going on nonstop until now. Now it's 10:30 at night. This will go on until midnight when I try to get to sleep. These people are psycho. They're addicted to this. They think they have all this power because they're, it's guys sitting behind a computer. That's all it is. These guys have no power. They're sitting behind a computer, sitting behind these weapons. Whether it's a computer or a remote control that they use or whatever, they're using these weapons to feed their power. They think they have more power than they think they have more power than they actually have. It's just unreal. So anyway, I just thought I would do a little video and explain some of that. I hope you guys do well and staying safe out there, and I will talk to you later. And I hope you guys are having a good weekend, and I'll talk to you later.